Welcome back. Today we are diving into an interesting problem called super ugly number. This is a classic dynamic programming challenge often found in coding interviews and competitive programming platforms. It generalizes the concept of ugly numbers to handle any set of prime factors. First, let's briefly recall what a standard ugly number is. Traditionally, ugly numbers are positive integers whose only prime factors are 2, 3, and 5. For example, 6 is ugly because it is 2 times 3. 8 is ugly because it is 2 cubed. However, 14 is not ugly because it includes the prime factor 7, which is not in our allowed set. The super ugly number problem takes this concept a step further. Instead of being restricted to just 2, 3, and 5, you are given a specific array of prime numbers as input. Your task is to find the nth super ugly number generated using strictly these primes. This makes the problem dynamic because the factors can change every time. Let's look at a concrete example. Suppose we need to find the 12th super ugly number, and our allowed primes are 2, 7, 13, and 19. The sequence always starts with 1. Then we generate subsequent numbers by multiplying existing ugly numbers by our primes. As you can see, the sequence grows 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, and so on. The 12th number in this specific sequence turns out to be 32. A common first thought is to simply check every integer starting from 1. Is 1 super ugly? Yes. Is 2? Yes. Is 3? No. You would keep a counter and stop when you find the nth one. However, this is extremely inefficient. The gap between super ugly numbers grows exponentially, meaning you would be checking millions of numbers just to find a few valid ones. We need a better way. The key insight for an efficient solution is dynamic programming. We realize that every new super ugly number must be the result of multiplying a previously found super ugly number by one of the primes in our list. We don't need to check random integers. We can construct the sequence directly. To implement this, we use a strategy involving pointers. We maintain an index for each prime in our input array. This pointer tells us which number in our already generated sequence we should multiply that prime by next. Initially, all pointers point to the first number, which is 1. Let's trace this with a small example using primes 2 and 7. We start with the array containing just 1. To find the next number, we compare 2 times 1 against 7 times 1. 2 is smaller, so we add 2 to our list and advance the pointer for prime 2. Next, we compare 2 times 2, which is 4, against 7 times 1, which is 7. 4 is smaller, so we add 4. We repeat this process, always picking the minimum candidate and advancing its specific pointer. Let's discuss efficiency. If n is the target index and k is the number of primes, our time complexity is roughly big O of n times k, because for every new number, we scan all k primes to find the minimum candidate. The space complexity is big O of n plus k to store the results and the pointer indices. There are a few traps to watch out for. The most common is handling duplicates. For instance, if you have primes 2 and 7, you might generate 14 as 2 times 7 and as 7 times 2. You must ensure you advance the pointers for both primes in that iteration to avoid adding 14 to your list twice. Also, be aware of integer overflow for large inputs. In summary, the super ugly number problem teaches us how to generalize specific constraints into a flexible algorithm. By using dynamic programming and a multiple pointer approach, we can efficiently generate the sequence without wasting time on invalid numbers. This pattern is very useful for similar problems involving merged sequences.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.